Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you this morning, or getting close to late this morning, and sorry about the delay for this album review. This is the second Marathon Studio album review I'm doing for 3 Days Grace's discography for 1X that I just got done listening to just a moment ago. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this album 1X, the 2006 album by 3 Days Grace, and let you know my thoughts on this Marathon Studio album review I'm doing today. So let's dive into this review. Now, I really enjoyed almost all the songs on this album. I think the only songs that may have had a problem with was Over and Over and Time of Dying. Um, I don't hate those songs, I just think they're solid tracks at least. They're my least favorites, but at least they're pretty solid tracks for what they're going for. It's All Over was a banger to open this album up. Pretty dark melody, and the lyrics are pretty dark too. So, yeah, this was when they were going through their emo phase. 3 Days Grace was, and Adam Gontier was sounding really good on this album. And this was probably one of their best albums, for sure. Pain is the next song, and I really enjoyed that song. Um, Very haunting lyrics and very I wouldn't say disturbing lyrics, but very uh painful lyrics to get through, I guess you could say. I don't know the right word or terminology I'm trying to use for it. But basically, yeah, Pain was a pretty good song. I really enjoyed it. So 5 out of 5 and 5 out of 5 for It's All Over. I like the scream that Adam Gontier does at the bridge part of the song. It sounds much better than the scream in the first album, because that was not very good. Animal I Have Become, classic 3 Days Grace song. You're gonna love this song from start to finish. If you've heard 3 Days Grace, you know their whole discography. And yeah, 5 out of 5 for Animal I Have Become. I really enjoyed that track. Never Too Late is a song about someone wanting to end their life. So, a song about someone wanting to contemplate suicide, which is really sad. And the message behind it is helpful to people who are struggling with mental health issues and uh, suicidal thoughts and all that. So, it's a good way to express it through a song and all that. So it really helps the listener understand better that it's not too late, it's never too late. The lyrics say that in the song, and Adam Gontier sounds really good in this track. So 5 out of 5 for Never Too Late. On My Own is the next song, and really good track. Really liked it. Um, there's some haunting, vulnerable vocals from Adam Gontier in this song, and I really like his vulnerability in this track. It sounds really good. So 5 out of 5 for On My Own. I really enjoyed this track. The guitar work and drum work was pretty strong in this song. Riot is one of the best songs on this album, and the ending to it with Adam Gontier's kind of scream sounds really good. Um, I really enjoyed it. It is, to some listeners, the lyrics can get a little disturbing a bit, but at least it executes very well. I really enjoyed this song, so 5 out of 5. Get Out Alive is a pretty, has a weird melody to it, but it does very well to the for someone listening to the song if they're a fan of this band and all that. Give me a moment, I'll gotta pause this video for a second. Sorry about pausing the video, guys. I just had to pause it for a second because my mom was leaving to go somewhere. But basically, yeah. Get Out Alive was a really good track. Really enjoyed this song. I like Adam Gontier sings in it. His vocal pitches in the song are really good, so 5 out of 5 for Get Out Alive. Let It Die was a really good track. I like the kind of upbeat melody for the beginning of it, and then it goes crashing into the chorus, which sounds really good. And Adam Gontier's vocals in it is pretty good, pretty strong. So 5 out of 5 for this one. Over and Over, like I said, my least favorite, but at least it's solid for what it is. So 4.5 out of 5. Just some of the lyrics in it with how it's executing. Don't know if it has strong replay value, but it's still a pretty solid song to get through the album, at least. So, yeah, 4.5 out of 5 for me on this one. That's just my opinion, at least. Time of Dying, I like the heaviness in the track, but then there's some moments in the song that I don't know if I feel for. But it's a least favorite of mine, but at least it didn't do so bad. So 4.5 out of 5. Gone Forever is a great song. I like the lyrics to it. The lyrics on this whole album are very good. And this album has strong replay value for sure. So 5 out of 5 for Gone Forever. And finally, we get to the last song on the album, 1X, the title track. And what a great closer to this album. I love the ending to the song with the choir singing and all that. The choir singing in the background, the We Stand Above the Crowd lyrics and all that. And sorry about the ding, it's my phone or whatever. I think it's the weather notification. The We Stand Above the Crowd lyric and all that. It sounds really good, and it executes very well with how the song is playing out. And mostly Adam Gontier's vocals in this is really strong. And this song I really love. So, great closing track to this album, and 5 out of 5. So, overall, production, mixing, and execution, I really enjoyed this album a lot more than the first one. This was one of their strongest albums in their discography. So, overall, I think 3 Days Grace 1X was a really well done album. I really enjoyed it. It has a lot of replay value for sure, and definitely worth owning for sure. So, first score for me, I'm gonna give 3 Days Grace's album 1X a 9 out of 10. This was a really good album. Highly recommend you check this album out if you haven't listened to it yet. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the review. I'm sorry that I had to pause the video for a second. I just had to make sure that I wasn't. There was some background noise in the background with my mom talking for a brief moment. So please forgive me on that happening for a moment. And the background noise with my phone dinging too. So please forgive me on that. But I hope you enjoyed this review. So comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the 3 Days Grace album 1X if you've heard it. And if you enjoyed this album review I made for you guys late this morning, going into almost early afternoon, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can, support the channel. The next 3 Days Grace album review will most definitely be a premiere video. And that'll be for Life Starts Now. And that's gonna premiere on the 24th at midnight. I think because I'm gonna be busy that day. I gotta deal with some stuff in the morning on the 24th. So I won't be able to do any videos until Thursday night, I believe. Sorry, I was brainstorming for a moment. Sorry if I paused for a second. Yeah, Thursday night I'll be doing more videos and for the new albums and all that. But I hope you enjoyed this 3 Days Grace 1X album review. I really enjoyed this album. It was a really good album. Has strong replay value. and I highly recommend you own this album because it's definitely worth owning. And I did get my copy of it. I had to buy another one because the one I have is very scratched up and skips a lot. So I don't know. It had to buy another copy for it, and yeah. But anyways, I'm going to end this video here by saying thank you so much for watching the 3 Days Grace 1X album review. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe, take care, and as always, I will see you in my next review.